trying to make it. Too many people, they don't let me down, but I keep it real, no time for hating. I'm always on that PC trying to shape my sound. See, I'm just trying to make it. I've got some people I cannot let it down. Aiming for the top of the mountain. Not there yet, but I've left the ground. Oh, I've left the ground. I'm just trying to make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah. Make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah. Oh, I've left the ground. I'm just trying to make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah. Make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah.
All right, y'all. We back up in here. We back up in here again. And the sad part is here, y'all. I'm not even gonna do Otis tonight, y'all. I'm not even gonna do Otis tonight. I'm not gonna do Otis. We want to get a little somber. We want a little somber because I'm probably gonna talk shit tonight, y'all. I'm probably gonna talk shit and I'm probably gonna go in on some folks. And it's gonna be some of my elders. So creme brulee. Yeah, we're gonna get the creme brulee, man. Look. Welcome back to y'all to another one, man. Another episode on the JVJ Network, y'all. We're switching it up. We're switching it up a little bit, man, because we got to get this shit popping over here, man. I can only do it with y'all help. So one way or another, we're gonna get this thing going. On y'all way in, as usual, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, turn them notices on, and make sure you click all, y'all. You gotta click all, because YouTube will turn them things off. You don't know when we doing something. But hopefully you're helping your brother out, and I appreciate that. Look, tonight, man, we're gonna talk about relationships. We're talking about relationships, and we're gonna have a conversation with older men and older women. And for all those people, especially my elders, who sit out here and talk about they don't know why these younger folks are the way they are. They don't understand why the dating game is the way it is. It's all their fault. The younger kids, we have no hand in the cookie jar. We're going to see if they have a hand in the cookie jar. We're going to see where this dysfunction comes from. We're going to see the antithesis. Y'all hear that word? Antithesis of the problem. So, without further ado, we're gonna jump into it. As usual, man, I tell y'all all the time, man, if you need to get your beer, you need to get your cigarettes, you need to get your weed, whatever you need, go ahead and get it, because we about to jump into it. And we're gonna see how this shit play out. And hopefully we have a good one, y'all. So, without further ado, the Unspoken Podcast. Or Inspoken. I don't know how to fuck say that shit. My bad. Y'all can't even see that shit. I didn't even share the video. My bad. Don't nobody say nothing to me. Don't y'all say a motherfucking word. Either way, though, let's go.
I'm Tanya.
I'm Dawn.
And here we have real talk, unfiltered, unapologetic, on the record about things that are happening in the real world today. Each of us has picked out a topic or subject.
There you go. I ain't trying to knock on nobody's age. This is not a shot at old folks. But I'm letting y'all know this is going to be a conversation about relationships and dating. Look at all these old people on the panel. All right? Y'all heard what I said.
That caught our attention. And today we're going to unpack it together with a special guest. Today we have Melita Daly. How you doing, Melita?
Wonderful. How are you?
Great. I'm really appreciative.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming. It's a beautiful day. So, I'm going to start with the first question because it's all on me. And it's about cancel culture in general. And it's about cancel culture and accountability. So when are we in society now holding people accountable versus overreaching?
Well, I think of all that I've been through and all that I need as far as like understanding, non-judgment because of my life, I feel like it's important to have grace. It's important to have accountability. And I think the cancel culture is like very overrated, and I feel like it doesn't hold people accountable. I feel like people are not being accountable publicly, or they're shying away from being accountable publicly because of this whole cancel culture. What do you think?
I've never been a fan of cancel culture.
Hold on. I got to say this. She pretty much said one side of the argument and the other side of the argument at the same time. Like, baby girl, I don't know where you stand on this. Because it sounded like you was giving goods and bads for each side. Cancel culture is nothing but a word they try to use to make it negative about shaming people in society. That's all it is. Cancel culture is nothing but a term used to make people feel bad about shaming people in society. Write that shit down in your notebook at home, because that's all it is.
I just feel like specifically within the culture, it's a systematic way of taking our icons off the stage. And I really feel like, with us, it's up to us. If we want to cancel you, fine. But I don't like the external world coming in and telling us exactly who no longer belongs on that stage. I mean, these people contribute to our culture in a lot of different ways. They still are icons. And I'm not really drilling down on their personal lives. People make mistakes. And I think to say, oh, now this person just wiped off the map, let's not buy their products or services or whatever they're doing. I just feel like that's a little too much. It's pretty heavy. And everybody deserves redemption. So I'm not going to speak to a specific celebrity or people or a person, but I truly feel like, when people set that bar so high that you're saying that somebody cannot come back, that's just a little too much.
Yeah.
I agree and disagree with a lot of what he said.
I don't think anyone has the right to cancel anyone.
Right.
Nobody's perfect.
No one's perfect. Everyone has their
No, see, and this is where I think we about to branch off on some dumb shit, because you should have the right. Dude, somebody touching on your kids, they shouldn't be walking around here right now. I don't care what you're talking about. I ain't saying unaliving these people or nothing, but they need to go to prison. They don't need to be walking around here. That's canceling their freedom. We're canceling their freedom. We're putting them behind a jail cell. No, don't say that. Like, I don't like when people say broad shit like that. There's always exceptions to the rule. Don't make it broad like that unless you got some real shit that you saying.
Their skeletons in their closet. And who made you God and gave you the right to say, oh, I'm gonna tell everyone not to buy your stuff, not to support you, not to go out. Who are you?
Right.
And then it's like on social media, you get a group of people that get together and then come down on this one individual because they didn't agree with one thing that you did or said. I'm like, screw them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So who are you?
Look, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out there right now.
It's good to be alone for a minute in the confession room. Niggas is wildin'.
Gonna get that out the way. Gonna get out the way, because I can tell she gonna be a problem.
you, and I agree with you. You know, this society needs to learn to give people more grace.
Yep.
You know, all of us have fallen short and done things that we regret. If you've lived any type of life, you know that you've done some shit that you ain't like, that was embarrassing. You done dated somebody that you want to hide, that you be lying, talking about, I ain't date him. Yes, I got one or two of them. Yes. You know, y'all, I don't know him. I was in a whole full fledged. But it's like we all have stuff that we've regretted,
Right.
and or even like in the case of like Kyrie Irving, it wasn't like something that he regretted. He stood on it. Like,
Right.
this is what I believe. This
respect
is
that.
what I think.
too.
But people still wanted to cancel him
Right.
for the things that he did. And then of course, when you start getting into religion and how, you know, certain groups feel like if you make
Y'all see how she just changed the whole conversation now. She's trying to put it off on religion now. But y'all remember, we're just talking about people being held accountable for their actions. Now, canceling somebody, you got to put context into it. Everybody has to put context into these things. You just can't say it broadly like that. Like when we talk about relationships all the time, men and women and stuff, we do a majority minority. Like, what's the exception to the rule? What's the actual rule? She over here making it seem like, I'm irritated now. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna lie.
a statement
Right.
that may or may not be insulting.
Right.
To some people it's insulting, and to some people it isn't. Then they just feel like, because I don't agree with you, because I choose not to side with you, now I want the whole world to stop supporting you. I just think it's crazy. And
That is crazy because I mean, we all have a different context or a different belief system.
Period.
So my core values might be totally different from this person. That's
Yeah.
society. We're canceling this person. It may be something that I truly accept. It's not for you to say what we should or should not do. And especially as an entrepreneur, I would hate to be in that position where my views dictate whether people support me or not support me. That's just crazy to expect
Fuck are they talk? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to be mean. What are they talking about? Clearly, the way you think about things, the way you believe, what you believe in, how you carry yourself, that all plays a role in how other people treat you. What are you talking about? They're saying they don't want no accountability for any of their actions or any of their thoughts. Now, I understand your thoughts, but once you express your thoughts to other people and they know that's how you feel, they have a right to treat you a certain type of way or feel a certain type of way about you. If somebody said they got feelings inside of their head, they thoughts that they like to touch kids, I'm going to look at that person like they weird, and I might call the police on them. You might not like what a professional athlete said. You might not like what a president might say or a politician or something like that. And you can choose not to vote for them, not to deal with them, and not want to see them in public on any type of shit they do. Like that. It sounds like we got two ladies over here arguing for nobody to ever say nothing about nothing that they ever do. That's what it sounds like. They don't want nobody to say nothing about nothing they ever done did. And that's just not how the world works. Now, can it get too extreme? Yeah. Like the cancel culture, like that term, cancel culture, we have extreme representations of it. Like Johnny Depp, he got canceled. And he ended up not doing what the hell he was accused of doing. But he got canceled. We ain't gonna get no more Pirates of the Caribbean, y'all. No more Pirates of the Caribbean because of the bullshit that happened on. But this is not the same thing as what I think what they're referring to. I think they're referring to like bitches just making bad decisions, sucking dick on a Friday and then getting mad if somebody says something on Saturday. Nah, fuck that.
everyone to follow one person. Like, what is the whole country a cult? You know?
Yeah, it's very competition.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you do start looking at it like when you are an entrepreneur, to your point, your brand does, is represented by who you are, what you believe, what your values are. So you will not have some people support you based on what you believe. That's just what it is.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know how you hold people accountable at the same time without canceling them, because some things you should be held accountable for.
I agree.
Like Kanye and his wife, what's her name, Bianca. Like, son, put on some clothes every once in a while. I get it. And I'm all for the art behind it all.
Yes.
But when you're around the kids
Is it
and
art?
things like that, I
Right.
think you should be a little bit more balanced. So she should be held accountable for some of that stuff. Like, there are instances where you're around his kids.
Right.
Yeah, but accountability means not supporting that action, then, right? Like
Not
you don't have to.
necessarily.
Like if it's a recording artist, you just don't buy their album. That's old school. Like you just don't go out and support them. I don't really. Again, I think it went over the line with me. Like when they started trying to cancel Dave Chappelle. He's a comedian. Right? Comedians don't have boundaries. They joke everybody.
Yeah.
So you can't really start saying, okay, well, they're off limits.
Right.
They're like you just taking away from the art. And I think that was my wall. I was like pissed about that because I was kind of like, now you're telling people what they can say. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech. Everybody has their own opinions. You can definitely insult somebody accidentally. Okay, it is what it is, but that doesn't mean you come with this mob mentality and it's like, let's take them off the board. I think, again, we all know what happened, especially those of us that have watched this whole internet age. This social media age has given people that opportunity to kind of just jump all on the same bandwagon and pull down hardworking people that, built these brands in their legacy over decades.
Yes.
And that's when I push back on it. I'm like, you just started out. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody reserves, some type of redemption. Everybody can have a comeback story. And again, my whole thing to close it out is I'm kind of like, yeah, like there are some people, I'm trying to stay away from names, but there are some people some people have really done some things that I'm just kind of like, yeah, that dude's off the board. Like
that's where the accountability
right,
comes
and that's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm
being
saying.
held
They
accountable.
should be held accountable. So in those instances, I'm not saying cancel Bianca Censori, that's her name, right? I'm not saying cancel her and say, oh, I'm not going to buy Kanye's products because she dresses this way. But you want to say, I'm going to beat you because you did wrong. That's not what, but she should have to be held accountable for. Say it. You should not dress like that around his children. You should not, show up at the Grammys naked. Wherever she showed up.
It's too accessible on the internet. I feel like it's too accessible on the internet. Being hot, being naked, it's just too accessible on the internet. And I feel like, people that were meant to be busted and meant to be, average. I feel like, it's
Not
just
average,
it's not normal, whatever you want to call it. I just feel like there's so much going on the internet now where it's not becoming normal.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to be normal, average, busted, all these, I'm going on to another topic, but the plastic surgeries, just everything is just becoming so normalized, like as far as like being naked, being, hot, being cute, some people just ain't meant to be cute.
What the fuck is all this shit applying to? It damn sure ain't applying to men. Everything she just said applies to women. You sitting here so confused, like you don't know why. Okay.
Does speak to like we're just being controlled by what's going on out there. Let's go deeper into the accountability. Like nobody speaks for me but me. So I definitely have to say what works for me and what doesn't work for me, honestly.
Yeah.
Speaking of what don't work for you.
The subject matter number 2.
Yeah.
So bring it, Dawn, because we know you have something
What
to
doesn't work
play.
for you?
I do have a little subject matter. So my topic is, he's a 10 or not.
Why is she looking at me, y'all? Like, I'm a 10. So she not talking.
We
to me.
know that he thinks he's a 10.
I'm a 10.
But no, it's a lot of average dudes out here expecting this king treatment from us queens. A lot of guys out here, they are a 6 or 7
Shit.
at best.
Hey, hold on. I wasn't ready.
For f***'s sake, not that again.
Let's let her continue. She about to go and say some stupid shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let her start all the way over and say her stupid shit.
The accountability. Like nobody speaks for me.
I'm
but
about to
me.
have a headache.
So I definitely
I'm about to have a
say
headache. I
what
know I
works for
am,
me and
y'all.
what doesn't
I'm
work
about
for
to
me,
have a
honestly.
fucking headache.
Yeah.
Speaking of what don't work for you.
The subject matter number 2.
Yeah.
So bring it, Dawn, because we know you have something
What
to
doesn't work
play.
for you?
I do have a little subject matter. So my topic is, he's a 10 or not.
Why is she looking at me, y'all? Like, I'm a 10. So she not talking.
We
to me.
know that he thinks he's a 10.
I'm a 10.
But no, it's a lot of average dudes out here expecting this king treatment from us queens. A lot of guys out here, they are a 6 or 7 at best. And they feel like we're supposed, first of all, you're approaching a 10. You're approaching and then you want them to treat you like you're a 10. So tell me, Melita, what do you think about that? Especially, and I would say this is probably more prominent over 45. When you're dating over 45, these men got gout. They got a bad knee.
She is going hard, y'all.
They got a bad knee. Yes. They sleep with a CPAP machine. They do. I've been there, done that. I'm just saying, you are a 7 at best, boo. And then you want to tell me, oh, you need to do this. And you got me straight tripping. Because at the end of the day, think about it. When we're in our 40s, we can date the daddy or the son. They honest. So why pick the daddy when we can date the son?
Yes.
I just want to stop right there real quick. Like, let me read some of y'all comments so I don't say what I want to say. We got Op in the building. He said a bunch of regular bitches. I agree. And we got my girl, Miss Grace, over here on Facebook. That's what I'm talking about, girl. I ain't seen you forever. You need to hop your ass up on here and talk about these old ass hoes talking crazy. But to the point that this lady is saying, she called herself a queen and called all these men average. I don't know if she's looked in the mirror, and I'm not saying she's an unattractive older woman. Baby girl, your better years are behind you. To sit on here and try to criticize or make fun of older men, I don't think a lot of ladies understand where they actually are in the dating market. I think you think a little bit too highly of yourself compared to where you actually are. And I think a lot of dudes think a lot less of themselves than where they actually are. You need to stop it, baby. You not the one to demand a lot of shit. You're not a 10. You are not a 10. But let's see what her little light-skinned friend got to say over here. Let's see what she got. Let's see what she gonna add on to it. Because it seemed like all the ladies were agreeing with her statement. They loved it. And he just sitting here just smiling like a dummy. I would have checked that shit.
I agree. I agree. She is funny. I agree. I feel like dating over 45, 40, 50, whatever the case may be, is like shopping on a clearance rack. Like,
not clearance.
Yeah.
Not a clearance rack. Well, they're dragging us through the mud up ahead.
The diamond in the rough, you got to find that one piece that it's hard to find. I really honestly feel like dating over 45 and
Look. She said it's like shopping on a clearance rack. So obviously you ain't big balling like that. You shopping on a clearance rack. But I bet the perception that a lot of them try to portray themselves as they're the upper class, fancy, sophisticated people and shit. But you talking about relating to shopping on a clearance rack. I shop on a clearance rack. And I do not think I'm fucking upper class or fancy, baby girl. Shit. I bought this shirt on the fucking clearance rack. And I bought this hat out of a gas station, motherfucker. Like, come on now. They tripping, man. I don't know, man. I don't know where this about to go.
And to what you said, you're a 10 and you have these men that are 7s, 5s, 4s. It's a lot.
Maybe it speaks to the ratios that's going on out there. And they feel empowered by that.
No, none of them.
I'm just saying.
I think it's a balance. I feel like when you're at a certain space in your life, you know what I mean? Like I've been divorced. I've been married most of my life, and you're in a certain space you don't.
We gotta stop the motherfucking show. We gotta stop the motherfucking show, y'all. Yeah, we got Grace in the building. Yeah, what's up, girl?
Hey, Jay, how you doing?
And I'm trying to survive. What is it? A picture of two people fucking in the back?
Oh my gosh, I'm in my man's spot.
I'm about to say, he'll turn the camera to it. I just want to see it real quick. Like, I hope I don't get a YouTube strike. Yeah, some people fucking. All right, I just want to double check. There's just some people fucking on the wall. I'm sorry. What's going on, man, girl? How you been doing?
Pretty good. I moved out to Tulsa.
Oh shit, you in Oklahoma now? All right now.
I've been in Oklahoma, just in Tulsa this time.
I'm sorry.
2 hours away from where I was.
Oh, okay. All right, right down the street a little bit. Well, here, go check it. I ain't gonna do our catch up shit. We can do this offline. But what are your thoughts so far? Man,
I don't know. I just stepped in. Now I'm kind of hearing they're talking smack about older gentlemen. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, pretty much the lady is calling themselves 10s, and they saying the guys are average right now. And then said a whole bunch of shit about they got gout, and they got bad knees and shit like that.
Overweight, got gout, yeah. Walk with a limp, still getting hoes.
Oh, like, for real though. I'm like, lady, I don't know if you know you. Here, I'll let you hear a little bit of it. Let both of y'all hear a little bit of it. Fucking I said because my head hurting already. I don't know why I picked this fucking video, but I said hoe get Alexis and swear they Beyonce. That's pretty much the sentiment that's been going on right now. Hoe get Alexis and think they Beyonce. But I'll let y'all let's listen to it a little bit. I'm gonna get triggered in probably like less than 5 seconds, so we'll be able to stop and talk. All right.
you don't expect or want less than, or your standards and your boundaries are different. So I personally feel like it's a lot. It's been a lot. It's been challenging, trying. It's been a lot.
Well, but I'll help you out there. I think a lot of times they expect once you reach a certain age that you're supposed to compromise and settle.
That's
and
good.
You hear that word a lot. They say, "Oh, you're 45, you're 48. Just take what you can get." As if you don't bring a lot to the table. Think about it for a second. As women, there's so much we have to do. You know, men, they put on a black tee, some jeans or sweatpants and sneakers, and they out the door. You know, they take their little bald head. We getting hair, makeup, eyelashes, nails, waxing. We got the whole situation that we have to do only to present ourselves to someone who's subpar.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on.
She bringing menopause to the table.
They getting all that work done because they boo-boo.
Thank
But
you.
she's bringing menopause to the table. So, like, yeah, you're going to have to settle for somebody who's going to have to deal with that.
They ain't no settling. Why it's got to be about looks anyway? What about just falling in love with somebody with a bus pass?
Like, for real. There you go. One of y'all in there got a bus pass, don't y'all?
You damn right I do.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, look, I got a bus pass too. You never know. You never know when you might need to catch that motherfucker. Hey, I swear. Look, I'll be honest with y'all, man. Look, I feel like this lady just insulted the fuck out of men. She just insulted the fuck out of them because we're all grown.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, but you know she's
adults,
projecting. She's projecting because she can't find what she wants in somebody because she doesn't have it within herself.
She's
a big
like
thing.
insecure about herself anyway.
Yeah. Look,
So I mean, you want to call yourself a 10 all day long. Do you know what makes somebody a 10? Humility.
Yes.
yeah, you got to be a little humble.
Yes.
Got to be a little humble around here because I don't like that. I
And
don't
so
like
to sit there and say
that.
you a 10 all day long, that tells me that you're negative 10, maybe. You need to work on some things. You need Jesus. You know where we go on this one.
Don't take them down that road, Grace. They don't want to see the light. They do not want to see the light tonight.
If these women took more time trying to become what a man deserves. It takes a woman to make a king. Okay? A real woman can make a king out of, I don't care who it is. Okay? It could be a man on the street. I don't care. If you're a real woman and you move the way that God calls a woman to move, then you can build up a man from the lowest point he is and make a king out of him. So if you're sitting there complaining that there ain't nothing but raggedy men around you, then that tells me more about you than them.
Oh yeah, you keep bad company, baby girl. You associate yourself around fuckboys.
You are bad company. You are bad company.
I don't look. I'm really irritated with what came out of her mouth because one thing that really just got me. She talked about all these things that I'm guessing her. She tried to put it off on all women. I don't believe all women do this, but she has to get the hair, the nails, the eyelashes. Bitch, what the fuck you covering up?
That's all the front.
I really had that question. Like, what are you hiding? But you calling yourself
So
10?
what is she? So she's calculating herself as a 10 by what she puts on. But when it's all not there, when you ain't got the lashes and your hair ain't done, and you just looking like I got on here looking all sorts of raggedy. Okay.
Oh, you look all right.
But that, you know what I mean? Like I ain't got nothing fake on me. You know what I mean? But what I do bring is character.
Hey, look, I'm gonna ask you. I want to ask your boyfriend something. Straight up.
What up?
Boyfriend.
Yes, sir.
Be honest. You prefer a woman that is natural than a woman that is made up? Yes or no?
Yes, but I mean, not to say that women that are not kept like that are not good to look at. It's just, but they're surface. You know, it is what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard it from a man. Look, it wasn't me this time. So goddamn it, y'all know what it is. It's something pretty to look at, but most dudes want their girl natural. I want to know what the fuck. Look, I don't want to lay down with a girl I think is a 10 and wake up with a motherfucking 2. That shit's scary. You think somebody broke into your motherfucking house and goddamn just laid in your bed, got naked and shit? Like, what are you doing here? Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you?
Like, you are not what you're talking.
I don't like that shit. I done had some nights like that in the military. I'm like, God
He
damn,
ain't
I
gonna
thought
make
she
it
was a
in heaven
bad
because
bitch.
God didn't recognize her. That ain't what he
They
created.
doing the hair and stuff like that. You wake up in the morning and she bald as you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I like look, men like natural women. I want to know, ladies, y'all know. And for all her sitting here talking about they got to do all this shit. No, you don't. Men get up every goddamn day and come out the house as who we are. We present ourselves as who we are. The only thing that you might have to find out about is our personality and how we do, like certain tendencies we have. You are a motherfucking mystery. Because first off, I do not know what's going on in your motherfucking head. But then on top of it, you have a fucking mask on your face. Like that's not something that you hype yourself up on. We do all that. That's your fucking fault. And we don't want that. We don't. Most dudes don't want that. Contrary to belief. But I know a lot of ladies, you know the new term, Grace, they started doing it a while back. We ain't doing this for y'all. We doing this for us. Something like you like to dress up like Chuckity Clown.
So, I
or some
mean,
shit.
but that says a lot. So, like, when you look in the mirror, you can't stand what you see, so you expect everybody else to be able to?
Oh, look, we got two girls tonight.
But you want to call yourself a 10?
Depends on how they beauty. I think I'm an attractive guy, and I would not call myself a fucking 10. That's fucking perfection.
No. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'll take a 6. I'm humble. I'm a fucking 6. Well, I don't know. Y'all ladies can tell me what I am. But we got Miss Alexis from Texas up in the building. What's going on, man? We got 2 girls tonight, y'all. We winning. We are winning around here tonight, man. Look at this.
Miss Alexis.
Howdy, y'all.
Ma'am. I need to get your thoughts, girl. Go ahead and jump on up in there. Give me your thoughts so far.
Look, I want to, because I just came in. I just clicked to be participating because I don't want nobody in their feelings. So I was like, let me
I'm gonna give out some stickers. I'm gonna start getting participation stickers and sending them to y'all.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you was over here acting like a fangirl. It's like, well, we got 2 women's. We got 2 women's.
Those motherfucker dolls out this bitch. Uno. Oh, that is those. Yeah, those motherfucker. I speak Spanish now.
So, yeah, but go ahead. I want to watch the video. I'm going to respond.
We got to offset the panel. You got 2 women and a dude there, too.
Oh, y'all want me to get in the middle? I get in the middle. That ain't that hard. I get my head right there. I'm good right here. It's comfortable. But let's see. We got I'm about to fuck the name up. I'm gonna say OEM. I'm just gonna say that OEM up in the building. He said just got here. What's the issue? He said he prefers a natural, and he was telling y'all to tell him. He said Alexis is a 10. What's going on around here? Don't be flirting. And then he said all day. look, stop making motherfuckers smile around here. Either way, we're going back to the fucking video. Don't be looking in the comment section, y'all.
That's crazy. And then to say that we should reduce ourselves down because of the ratios, as they say. But when you talk about the ratios, we should really talk about quality women versus quality men. Because there's a lot of women out here, but Marcel, you know they ain't shit.
I'm really just taking this all in. I mean, I'm not going to really, I can't really elaborate on, because from Dawn's perspective, though, the question is, what is she saying? Like, what's that standard there, right? What she considers to be a 7 to whoever could be a 10 to someone else. So I think that right there kind of mixes the bowl. That's the first thing, right? Because where you are in your life, that's going to create your standard. That's one. Again, born here in the DMV, District, Maryland, Virginia, for you guys that are national, it's just what it is. It's just kind of like in Atlanta. It's going to be the ratio issue. It's going to be way more women than guys. I wouldn't want to be a female in that situation because it does lend to some of the things that you hear Dawn speaking to. Like, you're just going to have guys that are willing to take a shot because they already know that, listen, like, if I see it, that's whatever, we can say a 10 is whatever somebody's perspective is, but that guy sees a 10, he feels emboldened to take the shot because he has nothing to lose. First of all, like that's just what it is. Now, what you do with that shot, that's that person, that female's perspective. But I just think that when it comes to that issue in general, it's more really about just again where those two people are in life. And if if your standard is whatever that standard is, and you can't find a guy that's going to meet that standard, and you feel like anything under that standard is basically you compromising or settling, then you have to be equipped mentally to be rolling solo. That's just the way this works. Because you already said it. You're like, I'm not going to go down. It's only up. And if up is the only option, then you have to, you have to deal with what you're saying, that you're diminishing that pool, right? And when you diminish that pool, you can't complain about what's left. And then to wrap this up, what's left, everybody's going after that, right? The visual basic stuff that we're talking about, keep it simple. We go, he has to.
That bitch on the side don't like what he's saying.
Have a great job, height, nice car, all that bullshit fluff. At the end of the day, every woman sees that. So now you got that guy you got to deal with that has his pick of the litter. So what you gonna do with that guy? Is that the guy you want that can have 5 women? So I mean, it's a mixed bag. It's not as simple as the way that's kind of outlined to be. But again, to me, on the dating issue, on that issue particularly, it's to each his own. But I mean, the opening up, you're absolutely right. There, many guys are taking a shot at 10. What they have to lose? They have nothing to lose.
Which is why women have.
Hey, look. I'm highly confused with his. I don't know what he started off going on the way that I was like, nope, you're going the wrong way. And then he turned it around and came a way that made more sense. So I don't know how to feel about what he just said, because I completely disagree with the first part.
Dude, bro is speaking under pressure. He's got 3 chicks giving him the side eye.
That motherfucker better learn how to grow some goddamn
balls. Say what he need to say.
Yeah, he need to learn how to grow some goddamn balls around here, because I don't know what the fuck. What you think about it, Liz? Because I disagree with the first part, but I started agreeing towards the end. So I'm like, did you just do a 360 in my face?
Yeah. I mean, towards, like you said, towards the end, it started making sense, which is basically like what he said at the end made sense to where it was like common sense. Basically, people are going to like what they're going to like. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That was the summary, but the whole way around that he went and what he was talking earlier, I thought for a minute that he sounded like the Charlie Brown teacher. I was like, what the fuck is he saying? Like, but I just like, it's common sense. Like, you're not saying anything impressive, but you said a whole lot of bullshit just to make it trying to sound like you were saying something impressive, just to get back to which should be common sense. And she looks like she's about to say something to try to refute that, or try to, and maybe that's who he was pandering to, because mind you,
might be she the closest one to him.
Yeah, and I was about to say, I don't know if it was me, but even that other woman that's next to him, like, when he's looking out, like, he'll look to the side, just like, if you are a speaker and they teach you about how to engage with people and when you're talking.
Around. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he looked like that was one of the notes in his head, like, oh, yo, I'm feeling like I'm directed too much on her, so let me make sure I'm making sure everybody else is engaged, right?
And you get some of this.
Yeah, but you could see for a moment when he was talking that bullshit, it looked like he was talking to her.
Like, the one in the pink, right there.
So that's why I was like, and then that wraparound was kind of like, okay, that makes sense. That should be common sense. Am I tripping? Like that? What he's like? That should be common sense. Like. That should be something that, in lesser words and less of that bullshit you just said beforehand, a kindergartner should be able to understand. Like, I like blue, and Timmy might like red, but it's okay. Like, what are we doing?
Look at his posture. Look at how he's sitting there. Like, this dude he's not going to say exactly what's on his mind. Like, he looks very, like he's under a lot. He's very intimidated right now with what's around him. And he needs a set of balls to just come on out and say what he want to say. And so that's why it just sounds like BS coming out his mouth, because he is just really intimidated. Look at how he's sitting there. He is not comfortable right now.
Where you got it paused, it looked like he got some type of indigestion, or he
I'm
got.
saying, probably because he's sitting by her ass.
He needs some tone.
He's probably
Get that
choking on
baby
all the
tone.
fake shit coming off of her.
Oh shit!
He's a
That girl said-
Rolex.
Yeah, I said that motherfucker need a Rolex out this bitch. All right now. Well, I'm being honest with you, man. Like, I didn't like how he guys out here just shooting their shot. Like, we already know guys are not approaching women like they used to. So that whole statement in the beginning was bullshit. Guys are not approaching girls like they used to.
No, because
Ladies-
they're scared they're going to be called out like it's been so twisted up in society that when a man just tries to approach women on some, hey, I think you look nice, I'd like to take you out, it's like he's got to worry about her taking it all the way the wrong way and like screaming grape. You know what I mean?
You never know where it can go to. Yeah.
So it's like men are almost, you know, as much as they may want to, it really takes a certain kind of guy to just, you know, go out there and shoot his shot and just, you know, throw it to the wind, basically. Like she either gonna respond all right, or she gonna lose her ever loving mind. But I mean, you guys have to worry about that kind of thing happening right now. Like, women have such a bad attitude anymore, and it's such a bow down to me Jezebel ass society thing going on, that I mean, it's ruining families. It's ruining society in general. It is making our guys less masculine, and masculinity is good. We go to war. I want a man's man to come and save my life. Okay?
Ain't going no
I don't
more.
want
Ain't
somebody
going
who's been beat down so many times with hateful words that he's afraid to stand up for me.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that shit. Look,
It's
you
a lot.
100% right. Yeah, this shit go real deep because a lot of people watch these type of shows, these podcasts, and they in it for the entertainment. Hearing the motherfucker say some real raggedy shit and sound crazy, say something provocative. But when it really comes down to it, like, this actually affects our society. It's a lot deeper than a lot of people think. Like, it ain't just no entertainment. Like, I'm not covering this shit for the entertainment part of it, because I give a fuck about it. I only talk about shit I give a fuck about. I'm just being honest with you. I see a problem, I won't talk about it. But no, I feel you on that shit, Grace, and that's some real shit because it's true. But like the dude, look, it's not like dudes ain't fucking running up on females like that. Like that, we all can agree on that. They not running up on females like they used to. Like, and like you said, a certain type of dude. Because I know I'll still approach a girl if I think she look good and I want to holler at her. But I know there's a lot of dudes, like average dudes don't get no fucking play. I'm an average dude, and I barely get play. When you, like, contrary to belief. I'm tell all y'all motherfuckers think I be hoeing on the weekend when I don't pick up the phone. I am not doing nothing. I'm not doing a goddamn thing. I'm working. But contrary to belief, nah, man, dudes ain't. What he said was true at the very end. There's a certain like criteria category of guys. It's like the 666 shit. You know, the girls were saying for a long time, I want 6 feet tall, 6-pack, 6 figures. That criteria is what majority of girls want. And a lot of them ignore the guys that, hey, he might make 70K, he might be 5'9", you know, and he probably got a little beer belly, but if he could work on it. Like, you just ignore that guy. You ignore that motherfucker like he the goddamn plague. But also, I do got to give the guys some criticism. There's some fuckboys out here. We can't even deny. I will never sit here and say they ain't some fuckboys that these girls end up fucking with. But the sad part is a lot of them fuckboys are the ones that they actually looking for. Because dudes that got money and access and resources, they can pretty much fuck who they want to fuck. I laugh every time I hear a female that fuck with you.
Not even personality, the character of these women that want to call themselves 10. That character, that's so low on the totem pole. Okay, it's just a horrible character. So you know what? That's what she deserves. She gonna get what she deserves. She gonna get what she attracts. Okay, now she gets a fuck boy. That's because she got fuck girl mentality. Okay, she ain't got no character. She ain't got no worth, nothing it's all about the outside. Yeah, it's all surface. There's no depth to her, so there's no depth in what she's looking for. So she's never going to be fulfilled because she's not even fulfilled within herself. And you can't find a good relationship if you're too busy depending on somebody else to make you happy anyway. Oh, if they have this,
Hey, hold on, Grace.
You ain't got.
Great. Hold on. You said something right there. Hold on. Let me hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. Here we go.
You're goddamn right.
Hey, I had to find that, like, for real. No, not for real, because a lot of people be looking for something that they actually are unconsciously searching for what they actually are, but telling themselves they searching for something that they want. Like, you want a good guy, but all you seem to do is keep fucking with fuckboys. Like, come on now. Like, it's got to be something going on right here, man. Like, look, every bad girl that I fuck with, I can blame it on myself.
A real man, a man of character, is going to have standards. And so he's not looking for the surface level. You done got all the hair and the lashes and the makeup and all the fake shit done. He's not looking for that. He's looking for a woman that's going to have his back in the pit. Someone who's going to be right there if he breaks his arm or breaks his leg or some, God forbid, something happens to him, that's going to say, you know what, baby, you rest. I got this. I got us. Okay? I got you. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you in the dirt and I'm with you in the mansion. Wherever you take me, I got you. Okay? Now, that kind of man, he ain't looking for her. So that's why she ain't getting that kind of man, because she ain't the type of woman that is worthy of such.
And the fucked up shit is she overlooking it too. That's the crazy part. It's like, look, you would be lucky to get him. You would be lucky. Like, in the sad part, some of these dudes, they be like, look, I don't think it's as prevalent on the guy side, but it still is something on the guy side. I can't sit here and act like it's non-existent. But when you said what you just said, Grace, Alexis, tell me, that reminded me of what House be saying. Like, the point Grace was getting at. He was like, yeah, y'all Black Americans, y'all fuck with crazy bitches. You at the end of the day, all that comes down to is, but that ass though.
Oh my goodness.
Now you say that shit all the time. But that ass though. I'm like, I know that tight lady. She look crazy, but that ass though. I was like, okay. I feel look. I'm with you 100%. Great. Let's keep going, because I'm
want to hear what you gotta say.
I'm guaranteeing it's gonna get worse, y'all. It's gonna get worse.
Have chosen, and I find that a lot of women are choosing to stay single.
I agree.
It's like it's peaceful.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody ain't got time, and you just have 5 boyfriends.
A whole roster.
It's
the start lineup.
As soon as one say no, you call the next one.
That's what's changed, though.
And it's all
you feel like that's changed. You seen that?
For me, I'm just entering the date scene, and I can really only date one person at a time. I can.
Really?
I mean, I know that a lot of people are saying date them all, but I have to focus.
Lady, you are fucking old. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to be mean or nothing like that, but lady, you are fucking old. Like, what you talking about dating a whole bunch of motherfuckers? Who lining up? I'm sorry, y'all. That irritate the fuck out of me.
And I need to know, I do have to focus. You know what I mean? I do not feel like I am giving you a fair shot if I'm checking for Joe and checking for John, whomever.
Well, let me know how that work out.
Honestly,
no, I agree with Tom.
Well, I do get
you do my thing.
Of course I did. Damn, did you get that? That's all that heat coming from that.
Why do you agree with Tanya?
Because she's right. You can't really sit there and say you're really trying to meet somebody if you're not giving them 100%. Like, if I'm sitting there and I got 3 other women and I'm taking everybody out.
Y'all do.
No, but that's now she's on something totally different. I'm just addressing what Tanya's saying, which is agreed. If you really meet somebody and you think that they're worth your time, if you're not giving them 100%, then you're not going to get 100% back. Right. And like if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But you can't be giving somebody 50% because you have your other 50% spread between 3 people.
But I disagree.
It doesn't work that way.
And before you say that, I think the clear point is if she's talking about I've met a person, I like them, I'm going to date them. Yes, it should be 1. But the crew, the roster, if you meet 5 dudes at park, you haven't picked one yet. Date all 5.
I just can't do it. I disagree.
She said,
brother, what's that?
Here But did you hear this lady over here on the side? She said, "Oh, if one says no, then you go to the next one. If he says no, then you go to the next one." And that's that Jezebel spirit. They don't like to hear the word no. Guess what? I hate to break it to you, but it's good to hear no sometimes. It's good for us to be told no. We don't always come up with the best plans. I know as a woman, I have done some stupid things. Okay? I have made some really dumb decisions, and I am so grateful that God blessed me with a man that has the audacity to tell me no, because I need to hear it. I know that I was with a man before that would never tell me no, and even my brother told him, "You ain't the one for my sister, because she needs somebody who can look her in her face and say no." And he was exactly right. We need to hear no. It's not a bad word, y'all. It's actually very beneficial.
I tell my kids, as far as discipline, discipline is a form of love. I will tell you no a lot of times, or maybe not right now, or give you the reason why this can't be the way, because we would like to be like, you know what? Hey, yeah, you can eat cookies all day. That's fine. No problem. But the fact that I love you and I care about you, it takes that type of mentality to be able to have that discipline in ourselves to say no, and also give that difference of love. Because like I said, discipline is a form of love. So that other part of love. And that's what I think of it like, just like children, with me having that with my partner. It can be hard sometimes because we don't want to hurt the people that we love. But even in that sense, like I said, that's why I always make the point to say that discipline is a form of love, because we have been conditioned, we have been conditioned in this world nowadays that not affirming, not just letting it be and saying that is the love, it's also perverted, and to where people think like, well, you don't love me if you no. And having a man to respect.
No, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so you want to run in front of a semi? I'm gonna tell you yes. That's really. But no, you're absolutely right.
But but just a step back, Grace, because we don't want to like, it's funny sometimes, and I appreciate it. We don't want to go that extreme, because I want to leave it in the value of, it doesn't even have to be that extreme, but I still love you. You know what I'm saying? I still love you, and me saying it's not that extreme. That's why I use the example of, yeah, you can eat cookies all day. I mean, technically it's not that extreme, right? But
that's the thing though. It really is that extreme, because like, yeah, you can eat cookies all day and then you can end up with diabetes. It goes to an extreme when you don't.
It can, no. But I'm saying like at that point to where, because if
you know what I mean,
if you go hit by a semi, it's instant. Like that's what I'm saying. Like there's that build up, because even in discipline, when you go to the gym and you're working out and you tear those, that's why it hurts, because you're tearing those muscles and you're getting them conditioned and disciplined and being able to, get it where you want it to be. So I just think that especially
y'all both on the right path. Y'all,
yeah, I'm not trying to disagree I'm not trying to have that.
Yeah, y'all both on the same track. Like y'all both covering both aspects of it.
But what I want to say is that this is life, and in the confounds of stuff to where we're not understanding, and we're like, no is not love.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? No, not love. That's crazy, man. And to think that that's love for you to tell me, if you tell me no, I'ma just. Do you hear yourself?
I tell people all the time, love is what love does, and people need to truly understand it. Like, it don't. if I love you, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. If I love you, I'm gonna correct you. If I just want to be around to just benefit off of you, I ain't gonna say a goddamn thing to you. And a lot of people need to open their minds and realize, like, really pay attention to the folks you have around you. They don't never criticize. Like, you ain't no walking angel, motherfucker. You telling me you ain't got nobody around you that's correcting you on nothing that you doing? Yeah, you might want to look at how you benefit them.
But even then, see, and that's why I was saying, like, the projection of severity of things, because it's like common sense in certain aspects of when we go to extreme, like getting hit by the semi. But I'm saying, like, do you think it's easy for me to tell you no sometimes? You know what I'm saying? Because I want to
saying that. Yeah, I don't want to see you mad. I don't want to fuck you up.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, we can rationale with, hey, you know, if you jump out there, you go get hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. Like, the difference of when I say the extreme, because in this instance, like, it not only are you feeling hurt, but I may be feeling hurt too. You know what I'm saying?
I feel both of y'all. I feel both of y'all's examples, because I can relate to both of them, man. Look, you would want somebody to tell you don't run in front of no goddamn semi and you don't get mad at them. You would want somebody to tell your ass don't eat all these motherfucking cookies, nigga. Eating all the goddamn cookies, man.
Yeah, but even then, as far as relationships, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't, and maybe that was my fault. Like I said, I understand what you were saying with Grace, us saying the same thing. So maybe the cookie analogy was my fault. But when there's
y'all both good.
But
and
no,
look, it covers both parts of it.
The complexities of love, as far as when it's intimate, and then when it's with like something like our children, the complexities of that is so like to where, like, that's why when you say something like that, like, oh, if you tell me no, I'm gonna get away, it's like, damn. Like, I can even rationalize with you being mad for me telling you not to eat those cookies, because maybe you want to be a fat bee, right? I can but when I'm loving you and I'm getting up in the middle of the night and helping you, or like when I cut my kids' strawberries up a certain way for them,
that's love right there.
You know what I'm saying? Or like telling you, baby, go to the doctor. You know what? That's okay. While your ass at work, they're gonna send you a text saying, "Do you confirm this appointment?" Get your ass, take your ass to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I was saying. Like, when it comes to the doctor, it's so deep, man. It's so deep.
Yeah, it's multi-layered. It's not as simple as a lot of people try to play it. That's why I love how this lady on here trying to say what she say. But here you go, check it. Let's hear out for a little bit more. I want to hear what else come out of these. I ain't gonna say that word. I want to hear what they got to say.
Even in marriage, you're not giving 100% in your marriage. Like, I've been married for 15 years, been with him most of my life. You're not giving 100% in your marriage. You're giving. Sometimes you have 50, sometimes you got 80, sometimes you got 10, and hopefully he gives you what you're lacking. However, in the dating pool,
okay, so you giving 50, you giving 80. So that means if he's giving you what you lacking, that means he's giving 150. He's giving 120. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I got that understood, right? All right.
I just feel like, for me, I've been engaged to 3 times, and every person that I would say.
Oh, let me throw it in there just for the people that's smart, Alex. They might come in and say, "Oh, you giving 80, so now he's just giving 20 if we just get into 100." But we both supposed to be giving 100. But just for the folks that want to come in and say, "Well, they're all putting it together. She's saying she's doing majority." Okay, like maybe 20, maybe 50. But I think she's really talking about, he got to give 150 and he got to give 120. But either way, though, I'm sorry.
Say, proposed to me, I wasn't giving 100%. I was dating other people.
Oh, wow.
And I felt like I was being my full, genuine self in that moment with them. You know what I mean? But I was not giving 100% of me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I was giving the happiest part of me.
Man, hold on. That whole cheating, man. Hold on.
That ain't right. It ain't right.
You know what? I don't like that. Because I've heard that on dating dating little coaches and people are talking in general. That talking point as far as like sometimes you be able to give 80 or 50. No. You give 100% of yourself, because myself doesn't have to choose to not date other people. You know, myself does have to choose to not date a whole lot of people. And just like I have to choose to be with you only. That's 100%. That's 100% of me. Now, how we work together as a team, there may be times because like, you know, sometimes people call out, don't they, Jay? Call out. And we got to get these referrals done regardless, Jay. Regardless who call out, we still got to get this stuff done. So you might not be able to give your best. Understood in this teamwork. That's why we're a team. That's why we're a team. But when I'm talking about me singularly, as far as being able to say, no, I'm not going to date nobody else because I'm here with this person. This is my teammate. That's like saying, oh, well, LeBron was on the Lakers. That was his team, but he felt like he could go date over there with the Warriors for a minute, then come back. What the fuck? Do you hear yourself? Go ahead.
Don't work like that. You know, it don't work like that. I'm with you, man. Look. If you slacking, and I agree with it to a certain extent that, yeah, you're not going to always give 100%, but you also have to understand, because when we're saying you give 100 and he gives 100, this is the standard. A lot of folks don't like accountability, just like they had a problem with it earlier. If you give an 80, you can't bitch about the shit that will come with giving 80. There's going to be a reaction to everything that you do. So if you give an 80, you give him 50, there's going to be a recourse to that. There's going to be a reaction from the person on the other side. If that dude was giving you 50% and you was giving 100, you would act differently towards him. He has to be okay with dealing with that shit. So I'm like, first off, you trying to dodge this accountability, but look, I understand. Like, yeah, you're gonna go through shit. Everybody goes through shit as an individual. You're not always gonna be 100 on top of your goddamn shit. But
Jay, my bad.
Nah, go ahead.
No, but that's the point of me using the analogy as far as a team. That's why we have a team, because we understand the dynamics of working together, and how sometimes in working together, I may not be able to give 100% as if I was by myself.
Look,
but there are things that I can do to still give 100% as me just being a person that understands. I still have to give my all. We can look at it and be like, oh, yo, such and such was sick, so we know they was probably a little weak from doing the team activity, right? You know what I'm saying? We can understand that. But as far as something as small as Jay, I don't like this shit that she talking, something as small as, you know what? I'm good. I'm dating somebody.
She's on that "what have you done for me lately" type shit. She's act a certain type of way if you're 100, but she needs to have the option of not being 100.
Yeah, and that's so.
Yeah, it's showing how fucked up they are. Like that's the grand scheme of things.
And that's 100 and something that you can control.
Yep.
Will give you grace in something that you can't control. That's what the team is for. You're not feeling good. Oh, you're not. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that's why we have a team. You're not feeling good. We understand that, right, Jay? But as far as you saying something as small as, oh, you're a nice lady, can I get your number? No. The fuck? I'm sorry.
I said it in the very beginning. I don't think he was here for it, but I'm saying I'm showing this video to show it's a lot of older folks, especially people around her age, that will say they don't know what's going on with the young folks. They don't know why the dating game is messed up. And I'm like, you're the prime example of why it is what it is. You passed on this mindset and this thinking onto the next generation, and they're operating in it. Like, They already show they don't like accountability, but I'm gonna let her keep going.
The happiest space that I was in when I was with that person. I was not. And so
that is a good point, because she's saying that people look at giving 100% as the good stuff.
Yes.
But the 100% is all the stuff. And all y'all really want is the good part.
That's actually not true.
What would you like myself?
I mean, Melina did say she was engaged 3 times. so all I'm saying is she said she didn't give him 100%. So I don't think I've ever been in a relationship and I didn't give it 100%. And when I was married, I gave it 100%.
You feel like you gave it 100%? Or was it at times that you gave it 100%? Nobody gives 100% at all times in their marriage.
Longevity is going to wear you down. But I think that anybody that's been married, you should be giving it everything you could give it when you walk through the door every day, or it's not going to work out.
I agree. I felt like I gave my marriage of over 20 years 100%.
Yeah.
But the 100% changed.
Exactly.
Because if I was in a space where I was not 100% myself,
right,
but I would still give you that 100%, but I might only be 50% telling you today. Yeah. But I'm gonna give you 100% of my 50%. You know,
that's good. So that's what I mean.
No, I am. I'm always going to give 100%, whatever that is for me on that day. I just can't do it, and I feel like the last time I did.
Sound like we about to have some conflict in the room.
But no, but you see, that's what. Oh, look! Shout out to the old lady. Look, she understood what I'm saying. Yeah, but I'm still gonna give you 100%. And then old girl on the side talk about some. Yeah, that's what I mean. No, that's not. No, that's not.
That was not what she was talking about.
Yeah, that man asked you to marry him, and you talk about you was dating other people still. You was not. You was not. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Not even possible to give 100% in that situation.
Like,
did do that. I was probably in my 20s where I could date multiple people. Maybe it's an age thing. I just can't keep up with that many Negroes. I need to know that. I mean, I have gone out with somebody that it only lasted 6 months, and I gave them 100% for those 6 months. I didn't feel any type of way about walking away from the situation because it didn't work out.
Right.
And I didn't feel cheated out of giving my 100%. I did not at all, because I always know I'm going into it. This can go either way. You know what I'm saying? So
I think you're always going to have that one person that you're dealing with, that you're giving 100% to. You're going to have that one person, and then you're going to have your little sprinkles.
She's true.
But
this bitch is really trying to promote being a hoe.
It's always going to be one dude in your.
My bad. Go ahead.
Girl to the side, the light bright.
One in the pink. Yeah.
No, the light bright. The light bright.
Yeah, the one in the black. The one in the black.
Yeah, she over there trying to low key slut. I can, you know, I was dating. Girl, stop.
Sit your ass down somewhere.
Sit your ass down. See, cause you sounded stupid. You sounded stupid. Sit your ass down. Talk about okay. But I mean, respectfully, do she got a ring on her finger?
Nope.
All right, so we all the same. Look, stop trying to put yourself up on the high ladder. I couldn't date. Okay, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, that's why Kevin used to do that shit all the time. And in the very beginning, I didn't understand why he did it. Motherfucker come in and be like, I've been proposed to 3 times. Give a fuck about that. So give a fuck about that.
Look, you can make it to the finals how many times, but if you don't win the championship,
you can't close the deal. It don't matter. And the same part is it make it worse for her, because it's like somebody else is proposing to you. It ain't like you the one proposing. It's like, yeah, I proposed 5 times, they all declined it. I think that's not as bad as somebody getting 3 proposals and declining all of them. Because obviously you had to be in a relationship with somebody for a certain amount of time for them to even get to the point of even trying to muster up energy to propose to you. Right. And you turned down 3 of them, so you ain't been in these many relationships.
But you know what? Shout out. We're going to thank her for turning them down, because they probably with somebody else are happy because her ass was dating other people.
Yeah. Anyway, save that motherfucker.
Look, she saved y'all.
They're like, for real. Hey, let's keep going, man, because this think about it. These are everybody on this panel right now is 45 and older.
Oh no!
I just want everybody to remember that these are.
It's not cute. It's not cute.
It's not 45+ women talking like this. Okay.
Your life at all times that you like. Oh, he the one that I'm gonna drop everything for. I got one. So he called. What time? It's always one. And then the rest, it's like when I get around to you.
Yeah.
But we all got the one that we're going to give 100% to. So that's all I'm saying. But I just feel like when you're dating, it's an interview process. You don't interview one person when you hire for your business.
I don't.
You interview several people.
Baby girl, you say dating is an interview process. You understand you're being interviewed too, right?
Nah, she didn't get that part. She didn't get that part.
I think that she's operating under the pretense that she's the employer.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody signing up for you to be. Like, if I hire you, like, and that's why I don't understand where their mindset come from. Her mindset is she wants a dude that's better than her that can take care of her. Bitch, you ain't hiring. You applying. You applying for the job, whether you know it or not.
Hello. My name is Alexis. I was just calling to check on my application. Thank you.
Like, for real. Okay, look, I'm gonna let her keep talking though. She talking like that's why she's single, because she talking like she big boss. She big boss bitch around here. Okay, go ahead, keep talking.
People, and they should be trying to get the job of dating you seriously. But you got to remember, especially in this area, I feel like everywhere, God, it's like it's not a lot of commitment. It's a lot of situationships. We just kind of picking it.
That became normal.
You my dude, but you ain't my dude. It's so much of that that it's not really. No one has.
How do you go from bragging about having a roster, then complaining about a dude not taking you serious? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This lady all across the board. She was just bragging about having a roster of guys. That one don't pick up. I hit the next one up, and I get to the other nigga later. Like, but now you mad that some nigga got. I want her to keep talking. I'm sorry. Something wrong with her. Something is wrong with this lady. I hope she does not have kids.
Clearly defined roles like you. So even back in the 90s, y'all went out 3 times. He bought you a teddy bear and said we go together. Now it's like you be like, oh, we cool, we together, but we not together.
But maybe also
and there's a lot of that. You know, so if I'm gonna be together and not together, I'm gonna have 4 of y'all. Yeah.
Maybe
that's you only be sleeping with one. Let's put that out there. Do not be sleeping around.
Right. Well,
you can't get the nigga you want. That's all that is. So I guess the cult with you not being able to get the nigga that you want, you go fuck around with a bunch of other niggas. And honestly, it's not a good look. First off, at your age, it's not a good look. But then even if you was younger, you can't get the dude you want, so you go and sleep with a bunch of other dudes. That does not shine a good light on you, baby girl. But do want to marry a woman that has that mental state. Like, if I can get the nigga I want, I'm just gonna go fuck any other dudes just to compensate to make myself feel better. Like, no. She just literally bragged about having a roster. And then she turned around and tried to blame it on me and talk about the dudes don't want to be in a real relationship. That's the dude you want. The guy that don't want to be with your ass because you think you here. No, he just trying to smut you out. And that's what they probably been doing her whole life. She been smutted out and ain't nobody putting no ring on her finger. Ain't nobody trying to say, I want you just for me. She just getting smashed by the dude she like, and she ignoring all the other guys. Because I noticed that a lot of chicks feel like if they can fuck this level of guy, like if a girl says she can fuck an NBA player or she can fuck a politician, she think her level is an NBA player and a politician. That is not your fucking level. They will fuck you. They will fuck you easily, quick, and don't give a fuck, and just move on to the next. Your level is what the fuck you can keep around you. And she obviously, man, look. Hold on, let me read a comment. Uncanny in the building said, ain't no man gonna stick around no woman who ain't giving up the P at 45. Hey, look, I would hope so, but I know it's probably 1 or 2 guys out here that'll do it. But yeah, you gotta be giving up the P. That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not at all. You pick one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I'm already the one, but
you just got to pick one.
Also, that might have something to do with who I am. And this is my topic that I wanted to discuss. I have always considered myself an alpha female, and entering this dating world.
Hold on. Where the old white lady at? I'm sorry. Where the old white lady at?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Not that again.
Here we go with this bullshit. All right, here we go. Alpha female.
Just wonder how that's working out for you guys, because I know I'm dealing with a whole panel of alpha females right here.
No, I'm so not an alpha female.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say this. Look, I really want this to be clarified why I have an issue with that term. I have an issue with that term alpha female because when I hear ladies say it, they're not saying it as if they're the alpha amongst the other women. Look, if you say alpha female and that's what you meant by it, I'm an alpha female, I'm the baddest bitch out of all these bitches, I'm the strongest or whatever the fuck you want to create alpha on out of all the women, perfectly fine with you. But when they be motherfuckers be saying alpha females, they be trying to put that shit over there in the men category. Like, no, keep that shit on the lady side. When I say alpha male, I'm not saying that shit. I'm the baddest bitch out here. I'm just the alpha of the males. You need to be the alpha of the women. I really don't know. Alexis, have you ever heard, matter of fact, because I might be crazy, so I need to get some clarification. Have you ever heard women use the term alpha female and you knew they were trying to use that to compete with men?
Yeah.
That's usually how I hear it. That's usually how I hear it. I ain't got a problem with alpha female. Just other women, though.
Yeah, I've heard it.
All right, I just want to make sure I ain't losing my motherfucking mind. Either way, I'm gonna let Miss Alpha Woman talk.
I've been told alpha female. Well, I don't feel like I don't feel like I am. I feel like I try to find balance in that. I feel like that's important. I feel like being married, we've all been married for quite some time. So y'all have had to have balance with that in some way or another, right?
So I'll just say that I think that the term alpha female has a negative connotation attached to it, which it should not, because it's really just saying that you're strong and independent, you're assertive. But people like to put the tag like controlling and negative. It does not necessarily mean that you're mean and nasty and negative.
He's comparing that shit to a man. That's the whole point that I was just saying, y'all. She's comparing it to a man. She is not comparing that shit to other women. She is not. She comparing that shit to men. Like that's when I have an issue. I'm like, you're not an alpha over me. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Amongst women, you can be an alpha female. Amongst men, I can be an alpha male. But you trying to bring that shit across party lines. That's what you're doing right now. You try to cross party lines. You're a habitual line stepper. You need to stop. You need to stop right now. I know what she's doing, man.
I'm sorry.
You know what she's doing.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, shout out to because I didn't see that they lost, but shout out to the Red Raiders. Good game. Yeah.
Shout out to the Red Raiders. I don't know, is that baseball?
College, the World College
World Series. Oh, yeah, I don't watch that shit. But either way,
but 2 Texas teams was in it. The Texas Longhorns.
Okay, I see why you paying attention to it.
But nah, it was a good game, man. They played hard, and I just saw that they lost, but them girls play hard, and it was Texas. You know what I'm saying? It was Texas. You know, Texas losing to Texas, Texas winning to Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all importing talent. We don't want to hear that shit.
Hey, but yeah. I don't like that because it's like you're like literally doing apples and oranges. So you trying to bring something and like, what you about to do? Grab your dick or something?
I never understood the concept of ladies trying to compete with guys, and I never understood the concept of guys trying to compete with girls.
Yeah, like, but then, Jay. Side note, I ain't competing with no woman. If I told you.
I told you. That's why I look at dudes weird when they do that. I'm like, I don't understand the concept. Why is a guy trying to compete with a woman, and why is a woman trying to compete with a guy? I do not understand the concept.
But you're not trying to compete with your peers, which that's who you should be trying to compete with.
Yeah, that's where my focus is at. Other guys that I work around, I'm trying to be the best guy at that. I'm not trying to compete with these ladies. They got their own field. I got my own field. Just like grown folks got their field and kids got their field. We all got different fields we compete in. You might be in the medical industry. I might be in the goddamn fucking graphic industry. We not competing against.
We're not at all.
Damn.
And for what
Run
reason?
your shit. Run your goddamn shit. I'm run mine. Like, damn. But I know that's what they mean. I know that's what they mean when they say it. And they pretty much affirming it right now. They're affirming it.
And you look mad goofy on some stuff like that.
Yeah,
like I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I'm gonna let you go because I was about to say something mean.
Oh Lord. Yeah, like with my children's father, I had said that to him at one point. I felt like he was trying to compete with me, and I was like, yo, I'm not trying to compete with you. Like I told him that. I was like, I'm not trying to compete with you. Why would I want to compete with you? I love you. I thought we were a team. Like, and it would just be little stuff, and like because I was more team centered when it came with, especially with kids and stuff like that. Like he's like, oh, why don't we do because I like watching those shows like I like Chopped to some extent, but I like the Guys Grocery Games where they get in the
Food Network. I see.
Yeah, so, but he was like, yeah, why don't we try to do something like that and see if the kids like it, see if they could pick who made the best. And I was like, well, okay, but why can't we do
Alexis?
What?
And Kenny's here.
But anyway, I was like, why can't we do something together? Why do we have to center it in competing like that when we are supposed to be a team? You know what I'm saying? Like
Work together, man. Work together. We ain't here to be fucking pulling at each other's strings.
Like I could see what he was saying at one point, but then I mean that was one point, Jay. Like that was one point. But then there was other things that to where it had me like, yo, you really trying to compete? Like,
you eventually start to see it. You like, ain't no coincidence no more, motherfucker.
Yeah, like, cause I'm not trying to do that. I love you. So why are we trying to compete on something? Like I said, something small like the food thing. Like, yeah, we can understand that. Maybe a little fun, you know, like playing board games together. But then there was other aspects to where it was like, oh, nah, you really trying. Nah.
Yeah, like, I see what it is. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's see if Uncanny and Alexis be I mean, not. I'm sorry, Alexis. Uncanny and Lena be competing with each other.
No. Anyways, I just came up to say one thing.
You came up to troll again? Don't say you came up to troll.
No, not this time. I came in to say one thing. Which one is the 45-year-old who has a roster? I can only hear it. I couldn't see the video.
Well, they all in that same age group, right, Jay? Well, obviously the one in the middle with the white, she's probably older than the other two.
But which one was the one that said, "Oh well, if the guy doesn't like me, and I'm gonna have a few of them."
I think it was the one in the pink. Yeah, the one in the pink.
Oh, the pretty one. Damn. Okay, so but I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna say this, bro. There ain't no way you 45 and you talking about you have a roster full of guys and you not sleeping with none of them. Like you just sleeping with this one dude who don't want you, and you just gonna like play the field. You 45. You about to die. Like no offense, but like that's like the age. Like,
damn. Hold on. Uncanny.
Jesus Christ.
That's horrible, bro. If I was 45 and I'm single, I'm asking women straight up. I'm like, okay, so what is it that you want, and is it gonna match me? Because I don't got time to play games at 45, bro. 45, playing games. Like we in
You're a
middle
little too
school.
old. Yeah, you're a little too old for that.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I cannot
Yeah,
be.
look, you need somebody that know the signs of a stroke. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody that know how to, you know what I'm saying, talk to people and let them know what you're allergic to. Like you don't need to be trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like what is we doing here?
That's crazy. When she was saying that shit, I was like, what? Like, yo, that's insane.
She act like she ain't got the same. She thinks she has the same situation as if she was 21.
Yeah.
Like, baby girl, you're not 21 no more. You're not 24. You're not 27. You are goddamn 40. Look, and the sad part is we saying 45. She's older than 45. I just said the bare minimum is 45. I think she might be like 47, 48. I'm like, look, and look, you look good for that age. Black don't crack. But your mindset is fucked up, and that's why you by your fucking self.
Hold on, Jay, that caveat that you put in there. For your age.
Yeah, for your age. Your age. You ain't no baddie in the grand scheme of things, but for your age. Yeah, for your age.
I'm just look, man. I know I might be wrong when I say this, but I'm just saying, like 45 is a little bit too old for you to be going after a dude that clearly don't want you. You need to like move the fuck on, get somebody who wants to be with you, and get some type of level. Cause like that shit right there ain't cute. It ain't good. It sounds horrible. Like I have a roster at 40.
Like he's begging.
Yeah,
she a
like,
begging asshole at 45.
You got premenopause. What are you talking about?
Think about this, y'all. She's a begging whore. Bare minimum of 45.
Go sit down.
Like, let's be real. She begging because she want to get the guy that she want, but she also is a whore because she can't get what she want at the bare minimum age of 45, and she's admitted to all that.
I'm not wasting my time. If I'm 45 and the girl that I'm trying to get with, she don't want me, I'm moving the fuck on. Because I'm 45, 47, whatever. At that point, man, I ain't got time to waste. I don't know if you know, because people get sick around like 50, 60. I don't have time to be wasting, bro.
I'm trying to get all the nut I can get out of my body.
Exactly.
She's at the age where the insurances, when you put in to get a mammogram, they just let you through. They like, oh yeah, she good. She 45. No, she 45.
I'm trying to please.
The insurance companies ain't like, oh nah, what's she trying to get a mammogram for? They're like, oh no, let her through.
Yeah, I'm trying to deplete my resources.
Room and have these conversations with you.
I think they watch too much Girls Trip or How Stella Got Her Groove Back. That shit is a lie, yo.
They must not know, man. Look, these dudes. Look, I don't think they know, man. These guys are trying to deplete their resources at that age. Like, they ain't got time for that bullshit. I'm trying to get all this shit inside of me up out of me. Like, I'm trying to get that shit up out of me.
Which one said that she at the age where she could date the son or the dad?
Yeah, the one in the pink. I don't know her age.
She's just toxic. She is the terror.
He's showing why she by herself. She's showing why she is by herself right now. Look, man, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this shit, man, because we coming up on that last 30 minutes. Like, the bitch crazy. I think we all agree on that. The bitch is a little crazy. But and I'm sorry I'm calling her a bitch, but I think that's how I view her. That's just my observation. But outside of that, let's go ahead and play a little bit more.
But a lot of times when people use that term, they automatically think mean, nasty, negative, and overly assertive. So I think that we should probably change that narrative, that it just means that we are powerful and smart and beautiful and confident. Because as women, it's a problem when we show our confidence too much. When we stand on what we believe, what we want, and we expect people to treat us a particular way, we're always looked at as being over the top or too strong.
I'm just gonna say this. I really gotta burst this bubble for a lot of ladies that don't fucking know. The reason that dudes look at you kind of weird or treat you a certain type of way when you start talking real crazy is because we understand the ultimate rule of the world when it comes to having power and domain over anything. You gotta be willing to defend it and die for it. And when you running off at the motherfucking mouth, the dude looking at you like I could just punch you in your motherfucking face, you going to sleep. And I'm not advocating for that. But at the ultimate instinct, the primal instincts of men, we know we can't talk crazy to this motherfucker no matter how much money we got, because at the end of the day, this motherfucker could fuck us up. So we have to pick and choose our battles. You don't think you have to pick and choose your battles. You think that you can just, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I can just say whatever I want to anybody at any time. You don't understand. At the end of the day, it comes down to, can you defend? Can you fight and die for what the hell you believe in? And if you can't, dude's gonna look at you crazy. It's like, bitch, I'm not intimidated about you. I'm looking at you like you're a little kid telling me you'll beat me in a game of 21. Like, who you talking to? Like, that's what I truly believe it comes from. Now, are there some dudes that just got some fucked up beliefs? Yeah, but that's where I'm coming from on the shit. That's my opinion on it. That's how I view it. I don't look at no lady like she's lesser than me, but I'm like, if you coming up here trying to compete with me and tell me this is what it is, and I know I can do it better than you, it'll be the same thing if a dude did that shit. I'm gonna look at you like you fucking stupid. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck she's competing on. I don't know what level she's dominating on. We're not afraid of you being so-called strong. You be strong, fine all day. Somebody that's got power don't tell you they got power. Somebody that's got money don't tell you they got money. Somebody that's got influence don't tell you they got influence. Somebody that's trying to get you to believe that they do will yell it from the fucking mountaintops. They're yelling from the mountaintops. Hey, look at me, I got power. You ain't got no goddamn power. I don't know what's wrong with this lady.
Wrong. Yeah, or bitch. Yeah. And it's like, it's okay to be an alpha female at work. But when you go home, that ain't what you need to be, boo.
I agree.
Yeah, so it just depends.
Yeah. For me, externally, I feel like I exude femininity at all times.
You do.
I am always soft in my appearance. But listen to me. And I try to keep the femininity, up front at all times. But I really struggle with being challenged. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's one of those things that I felt like I was groomed into. I started my first business at 21. So sometimes when you're in charge, and some of this, like I say, I was groomed into it from family, from friends. I became the go-to for so many people. And then that role shifted where I was in charge of everything at home. Even I can remember being in my early 20s and being my parents' landlord. You know what I mean?
That makes
so
sense.
having to have that conversation with them, like, y'all not paying. So it shifts who you are as an individual. So I've been groomed to this literally since my early 20s.
That makes sense.
I have not lost my femininity and my feminine exterior.
Yes.
But listen.
I feel like a man brings that out of you. It depends on the man. The right man will bring that feminine side out of you because
I'm just going. Hold up.
Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. This shit wild. You saw this shit, man?
I love, and I'm really irritated right now. I'm trying my best not to say some crazy shit. I love how some people can get up on here and say that the reason I'm not acting right is because they not giving me what they need to give me. This lady just sat up on here and said that a real man will bring the femininity out of her. No, you should exude that femininity off bat. Just like that man should exude masculinity off bat. If you need somebody to bring something out of you, you lacking. But it's just the same lady that says she gives 80% and 50% in a relationship. She ain't never giving 100. Them times she ain't giving 100. I'm like, what the? Alexa, did you hear this hoe? I'm sorry. I'm trying my best not to say nothing about her. But give me your thoughts before I say something about
Look, I'm trying my. How much more time we got? on it.
We got about 15 minutes.
All right, well, let's play it because I want to get through the whole thing.
All right,
And then
let's see if we can do it, y'all. I might get
Can
triggered.
agree with everything that you said. From a young child, I've been working since I was 13, and I took care of my sister from a very young age. So I was in that mother role extremely early. Like when I say early, I mean 10. You know what I mean? Well, my mother worked 3 jobs at times, so I took on that mother role. I've bought my first house at 24, bought my second house at 28, and it was just. I've always had that alpha role, but I know how to be submissive. I love being a wife. Like I absolutely love being a wife. I love being submissive. But I just think it takes the right man to bring that out of you. Yeah. Marcel, what do you think?
You know, again, when this issue has come up in my past, first of all, I've never successfully dated an alpha female for a lot of different reasons. I don't like the term though. I'm agreeing with Dawn. It just projects this negative connotation, specifically to guys that just aren't on that level. They're going to be intimidated when that title comes out. But I always try to use the analogy of a plane, right? When you're boarding a plane,
man, real quick for this nigga right here, bro. I'm sick of this nigga shit. I'm sick of his shit. I'm tired of this sip ass shit for the man. Look, dude, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let it keep playing. You want to get to the end. I'm sick of this nigga shit though. I'm just letting y'all know right now. I am sick of this nigga shit. I'm sick of it.
You have the pilot and the co-pilot. That's the way it works. And I think in relationships, when you're dealing with an alpha male, right, the co-pilot has to be able to go, yeah, I'm gonna let the pilot fly the plane. I think that's where the conflict comes in with those two types of personalities, because alpha females, for instance, let me give you a perfect example. Dawn sent me the one sheet, right, for the show. She sent it to me yesterday, and I was like, cool. I walk into, we about to have pre-production and stuff. She walks up to me, and she had her one sheet out on her phone, and before I could say a word, she's like, I sent it to you yesterday. I didn't read it or something. Like, she automatically jumped into mama bear mode, I sent this to you yesterday. I'm like, yeah, I know you said, can I get it out of my phone?
Interpreted it that way.
So when it's like when you're around alpha females, the one women, first of all, me in general, I think, again, it comes down to personality. That's the first thing, right? Like a true male that's comfortable in his skin and then running his whole show, he doesn't have to flex. It's no flex there. At the same time, you really want somebody in your life that's cool enough with letting you fly the plane. But here's the caveat.
I'm gonna say this, bro. You called yourself an alpha male. You're not, obviously, because you let this so-called alpha female intimidate the fuck out of you, and now you over here explaining yourself. An alpha male would have never even got stepped to like that. So, yeah.
And this is what I've learned over the years, and this is what I advocate for. The guy needs to show that he can fly the plane, right? Yes. Like if he doesn't have any damn commercial experience, I don't think I'm getting on the plane either, right? Like I'm going to automatically want to pilot the plane because he hasn't shown me or demonstrated the ability to fly. And that's the problem, I think, women that are accomplished, smart, successful, they run into these guys that they would love to let them fly, but my God not showing me the capabilities of flying. And no person on the planet is going to get on that plane and let him fly because he's not showing me that he can do it and do it well. That's just common sense. So that's where you have that gap and that problem where you can't expect, they want a guy, you have to show up and you have to be running your show and then it'll fall in line. But you can't be at some deficit and then you want to take over. Like, how does that work? Like, I wouldn't do that. I mean, who would let you take over if you're not showing the capability of being able to take over? So I think that's where the conflict comes in. I don't think it's in the person, but I mean, again, if I flipped it, I would also be kind of like looking at people sideways too, if, they just can't handle what I'm bringing to the table. So again, those personalities though, I love it. I mean, again, I was more than pissed off when Kamala lost. I'm bringing that up because they shown, you had a strong, educated, smart person that was more than capable. She's one off from the presidency. She's one off, and she's running against a clown. He's talking about guys and all this up on stage. He's not even a serious candidate, and she loses tremendously. I was pissed about that because women just don't get their say and their love in our society. It's just a segment of our population that just wants to push y'all back, and that's not okay. I mean, I'm just
hold on. Where that old white lady at again, man? I'm sorry, she getting played today.
Oh, for f***'s sake, not that again.
I didn't hear that goddamn shit, man. Shut the fuck up.
No, but most women did not vote. A lot of women did not vote for her. Black women, white women.
Right.
You feel
A
me?
lot of women did not vote for her.
And I don't even understand.
Men are always trying to silence us. Because just think about what Marcel just said. He got offended because I said, hey, I sent you this yesterday. Did you see it?
That's how she like, did you see it, Dunny? I'm like, yeah, bro, I did see it. So she.
Silence,
I mean, I think a lot of society women as well are intimidated by alpha females.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
They're not ready.
And as I said, like maybe some of the environments we grew up in, we were groomed into this.
Yeah.
Whereas most of Middle America or most of the others that we're speaking of, they have the opportunity to stay in their femininity. They know what their life is going to be already. They already know that Chip is going to inherit the home in the Hamptons and we'll get married at
That bitch over there saying yes, but I bet money she adopted white women problems, not understanding you ain't in the same position as them white women. But I think we all agree. A lot of folks in the feminist movement, especially I think a lot of my sisters, have adopted the shit that they men did to them. Like, when black men had the ability to oppress you. Fuck, not never. Like, come on. We all been dealing with the same shit in different forms because women are going to get treated a certain type of way and men are going to get treated a certain type of way. But we're both black. So we got our own individual shit that nobody else in the world can understand what we actually deal with. But to sit there and act like you got the same problems as the white woman, you don't. You don't have her problems.
Never have. The foundation didn't start the same. Like you cannot relate. I mean, and if you want to relate now, we're still behind. We're still behind. So
way behind the 8 ball.
But why do we need to try to adopt that ideology of whatever they have going on? Like we're having a conversation earlier in this Discord that I'm part of, and I was just trying to stress out, like, because either way, if I think the behavior of some women is good and the behavior of some women is not, I have the right to speak on it because I'm a woman.
There you go.
I really not like, and a lot of times it comes to things that, you know, is really woman centered, but I try my best not to speak on men things from the standpoint of a human being. I can speak, like, you know, logically on some. I mean, you shouldn't run the red light regardless of what you know what I'm saying. Like,
we talking about if it's like man issues. If it's like man issues, you try to stay out of that.
But no, I'm breaking it down because in this world, especially in YouTube world, I realized that the common sense that I have conversation with the people outside the YouTube world, that they you have to say that. You have to say those little things like, oh yeah, because they're going, you know, everybody's looking for a moment. Oh, so no, so you're right. No, so let me explain it this way. So when it comes to women things, I'm commenting on that good, bad, or ugly. I'm commenting on what I do like and what I don't like. So I'm gonna say something for sure. And this is a moment where I have to say something, like, y'all be straight tripping, like, and we don't want to be accountable for it. And I think I've said it before in here, but like one of my favorite Christian rappers, and one of the songs that he said is the realest thing. And when he said it, like it made so much sense when he said it. And
resonated with you.
Well, not only that, but it was a bar. Jay, he said, it don't cost to lie to you when I lie to myself.
True.
Like,
that's a bar right there.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, and that's the thing. We're so busy lying to ourselves. We can sit up here and try to act like, yeah, I'm white adjacent. Yeah.
That shit crazy, man. That shit crazy. Look, and a lot of people lying to themselves every fucking day. whether they want to admit it or not. That's why they always say the first step to solving the problem is admitting that you have one. And we got a lot of people that won't admit they have a problem. So I 100% agree with you. Yeah, let's see what we got. We got 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. We're gonna do quick. Yeah, it say 15, but it ain't really 15.
No, I'm talking about on the. I was talking about the video, but yeah,
I got it sped up. It's 1.25 speed right here.
23, and we'll move up there to our summer. They already know that their life is already planned out for them. Whereas, my life would not be happening if I did not make it happen for myself.
And we have to continuously be in motion because as soon as
and that's how the fuck it should be, motherfucker. What are you talking about? Okay.
We stop, like we can't even stop now. You know, we're still moving. And you can't wait, especially now that, all four of us are divorced. And it's like, you can't just stop. It's not nobody sitting there waiting to take care of us. So it's this balance there where you're supposed to be super feminine, but you also have to be somewhat of an alpha in order to make sure that your kids don't have to take care of you, completely on your own. So it's like a balance. And guys come into your life and they're like, oh, you work too much, or you doing too much. Like, what you want me to do?
Yeah, we don't need that. I feel like at this stage and age, I feel like women don't need I feel like men are so used to buying and showering you with gifts. Like, I feel like we don't need that. I'm more about the peace. I'm more about.
What the fuck is she talking about? What the fuck is she talking about? Because that's completely opposite of what these girls are yelling right now, all over the place. What the fuck are you talking about?
About the homie lover friend aspect. I don't need the money. You know what I mean? Because I like me being single now. I make as much as I made when I was married with both of our incomes together. You know what I mean? And that's a whole nother topic. But for me, it's not about the accolades and the money. It's about the peace and how we're gonna build together. You know what I mean? I want to ask a question for you, since you're the only man here. Like, what is it that you feel like a woman, not a woman, but a man needs or wants in their 50s, 40s established? Like, what do you feel like a man?
I mean, we aspire for the same thing, just peace of mind. I think the level that you guys are describing, though, you have to reach that first. And that's the thing. That's why it's rare air. Like, all of us on the same page, because we already know the money thing isn't the real thing. It's no matter how much I've achieved, that shit doesn't make me happy. But you can only understand that when you achieve it. Right? So everybody else that has it, that's not on that playing field, they're still aspiring to the bullshit that we already know about. I gotta have.
So what the fuck is it, nigga? Then go ahead, like damn. Stop pussyfooting. Just tell us what it is. Since you know you got money, right? That's what you're trying to tell us subliminally. You got money. Okay, what it is that you need and you want? What is it? Just answer the goddamn question. Nigga gotta try to slick brag on himself.
I have a nice car. I gotta drive this. So you got guys trying to get in that lane when, like you said, when you're older specifically, that's what makes dating at an older age harder, because we're more established. Right? I don't have any time for practice. I don't have any time for potential. I love people that's go forward. I'll help wherever I can, but I'm not bringing anybody along anymore. Right? Anybody I meet, we need to be on that same playing field, that same level. And a lot of it is around what you said. We just want peace, chill. I want to run my show, do my thing, be able to talk to you about anything on the planet, go travel. Just enjoy this next level of life, which is aspiring to do everything, see all 7 continents. But again, it's only a certain type of person. Any guy that's not in that mindset.
Punch this nigga in his fucking shit. Bald ass goddamn head.
Look, do you see the lady's body language with the way that he's talking?
It looks so turned off. So turned off.
Oh my goodness.
This nigga, man, bruh. They need a real man to come in there.
Then they're going to be intimidated by you.
Yeah.
You know, because they're not where you are. That's just the bottom line. And it creates a bad paradigm, because then if they're in that situation, then they're trying to prove that they are man. You know, and then that's going to turn y'all off, because you're like, I don't even need all this, right? I just want to love you for who you are. But this guy now trying to, I got to run the show. Because now, you my girl. And you kind of like, bro, you're like this. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane and let me do my thing.
So I mean, insecure people out here, especially at our age.
I mean, so many. Yeah, they are.
I guess we bring a lot of beat down. You think? Once we get to this age, I mean, all of the experiences that we've had over the years, you really gotta shake it off and keep moving.
Yes.
I mean, I think we've all achieved that muscle through entrepreneurship because you constantly have to shake it off and get back out there.
Yes.
And I think it helps a lot when you are dating in this age because, as I said, I can
How the fuck is it helping your ass? You single.
hang out for 6 months and be like, oh yeah, this ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? And I can shake it off and move. But at that time, I'm giving you that 100%. But I realize that we may have different goals for where we're trying to go in life.
And you know, to add to that, and I think that's definitely a differentiator. Entrepreneurs, we're just built differently.
Yeah.
You know, because we just face a lot, we deal with a lot, and we're problem solvers, and we're like moving ahead. I don't have any time somebody complaining about some bullshit and some small nonsense that I'm not even thinking about anymore. Like, yeah, I mean, like, did we get past and move on? Like, we just look forward. You know, we're not stuck in the past and we don't get, and I think that type of personality, a lot of people just don't get how we are. So that just adds that extra nuance just to trying to understand how we are, because we're just risk takers, we're bold, we're pushing forward.
I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit that nigga talking about, man. I'll be honest with you, man. Look. We about to do final thoughts. Fuck that nigga, man. I'm tired of hearing his mouth. Like, for real, man. I ain't trying to be mean to him, and like, sir, huh?
You trying to be mean?
I ain't trying to be. I'm trying not to be mean right now. I'm trying not to be mean. Shit, I wasn't trying to be. Goddamn, I stopped myself. Hey, look, man. Like, sir, you and your podcast is fine and dandy. I think I wish you had more balls in your pants, but obviously you don't know Diddy. You sound like a real soft ass individual. I don't care about all that nuanced bullshit that you talking about. Entrepreneurs, we think this way, and I like, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. No. Motherfuckers that happen to look into some money magically became entrepreneurs. You didn't have a mindset from the get go. I'm pretty sure you had your downtime, and now you in your uptime, and there was no difference between what the man that has money and the man that didn't have money want. He didn't name anything that was significantly different. Because, you know, he did all that word salad first. Then because the question was, what does a man want or need from a woman in his position at his age? He just brought in money out of nowhere. Nobody said nothing about no fucking money. But he brought money in here. And then he pretty much said the same thing that any man would want from his woman at any pay level. Like, damn, like, dude, motherfuckers be thinking they saying some profound ass shit. Saying basic ass. Lex, give me your final thoughts. I don't want to keep talking about this. That motherfucker piss me the fuck off, man. I'm mad, man. I need to go cook some catfish or something. Wait, hey, give me your thoughts.
Hey, yo, why his shirt was that tight though? It was like, you see like the line creases all in it.
We wouldn't understand because we don't make decisions and move like they move. We would never know.
Oh my goodness. But I enjoyed the conversation. I enjoyed, even though you pissed off, I enjoyed the video that we just had commentary on. It was a good discussion. Friday night show. I'm glad to have been able to pull up. And yeah. We know the truth, man. We know the truth. And it's you know, I ain't gonna say it's unfortunate. It is a great space to be in for us to have conversations and meet different people and actually get a different point of view. But these people just get up, just go and make us sit and just be talking shit. Like they just be talking shit. And I think we have to treat it like that. Like, nigga, just like we in the house and, you know what I'm saying, we making jokes and talking shit. Like, and even then on some serious, we ain't got to be on some jokes all the time, but on some serious, we still just talking shit. And y'all done got together and decided to get on camera and really say some shit that y'all thought was ill.
You thought it was hitting.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's not. But cool. I'm sure they could say the same thing about us probably, that we're just up here.
Yeah.
But still, like, the shit that he was, especially that guy, the shit that he was saying was a bunch of like, okay, and yes, we know that. We know we're supposed to put one foot in front of the other. God
basic
damn.
level ass nigga.
Like, But other than that, yeah, great show. Let it be up here and kicking it with y'all. Shout out to all the people that was in the chat showing love. Y'all whack, low key, but it's okay. It's okay though. It's okay. Alexis from Texas. You can find me dilly dallying in these YouTube streets. I pop up a lot of time in the same places, but I pop up.
Y'all heard it now. And remember, y'all, for till next Thursday, we all over here. So spread the word for everybody that be watching over on Let's Talk. Look, for the next week to next Thursday, we over here. So bring your ass on over here. Spread the word to motherfuckers. Look, I'm gonna be honest. My final opinion on this, my final thoughts on this shit is all them motherfuckers need to stay single for the rest of their fucking lives, and I hope they don't have no fucking kids. I'm being dead ass serious. I don't like the way, at least from my opinion, I don't like the way you approach the dating conversation. I don't like the way they approach probably life. And I don't care how much money you got in the bank, that don't make you a good person. These people are giving bad advice, in my honest opinion, and it should not be garnered by anybody. But either way, though, outside of that, it's been fun. It's been a little nice. I am actually mad right now. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not even gonna bullshit. I'm a little pissed off right now because I would love to slap that motherfucker in the It froze. I thought I turned the Wi-Fi off on it. I ain't turned the Wi-Fi off? Okay. I froze a little bit. Either way, let me get my ass up off of here because I keep talking. Look, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, share the videos, turn the notice on, all that in a bag of chips. Make sure y'all subbed up to the JVJ Network. I know we've been saying this shit for years, but I need y'all to actually finally do it for your boy. Help us out. We're trying to grow this bitch up. We're trying to get it right. But look, man, it's been fun tonight. We'll be right back here tomorrow. Yeah, fuck all them on that panel. No disrespect when I say that. Just fuck all y'all opinions. And we gonna catch y'all motherfuckers in the next one as always, man. Peace.